There are two Tarrant County correctional officers being charged with the murder of a inmate who was a Marine vet. They knelt on his back until he suffocated. Hopefully these two correctional officers, well now probably ex now, are put in prison for the rest of their life for murder. Everybody knows if you kneel on somebody, you can prevent them from breathing and kill them.
Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. A Tarrant County grand jury indicted 2 jailers for the April in-custody death of an inmate. Cell phone video released by the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office showed Rafael Moreno's knee on Anthony Johnson during a struggle at the jail. Moreno's supervisor, Lieutenant Joel Garcia, recorded the video. They are now both charged with murder. Fox's David Santendry spoke with officials in charge of the case and with the attorney representing Johnson's family. David.
Yeah, the Texas Rangers lead this criminal investigation, and a contact over at the Rangers told me that they expect both of these jailers who were indicted to be arrested in custody by the end of the weekend.
Leg arm.
Moody needs to move.
Moody, come on.
Cell phone footage released by the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office shows an up-close view of jailers struggling with inmate Anthony Johnson during a routine contraband check in April. Video shows Officer Rafael.
Oh, okay, this dude was already handcuffed. If we go back, you can see that he's handcuffed.
Cell phone footage released by
that's a little blurry. Yeah, you can see he's handcuffed. They don't need somebody kneel on a person's back when they're handcuffed with their hands behind their back. They're not going to be able to do anything. They may be able to flail around, but just put, you know, your knee or your hand on their legs and boom, they can't do anything. You don't need to kneel on their chest.
Released by the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office shows,
or in this case, their back. You don't need to kneel on a person's back, which compresses their chest and prevents them from breathing.
An up-close view of jailers struggling with inmate Anthony Johnson during a routine contraband check in April. Video shows Officer Rafael Moreno with his knee on Johnson's back and shoulders while Johnson was handcuffed. The Sheriff's Office says Lieutenant Joel Garcia, a supervisor at the time, recorded the video delaying medical help.
You know, when you have video that is just so very clear.
Attorney Daryl Washington represents Johnson's family in a civil case.
I know seeing that entire video would have everybody upset about what happened to Mr. Johnson and the manner in which he was treated.
The medical examiner's office ruled Johnson's death a homicide. Mechanical and chemical asphyxia is listed as cause of death, but methamphetamine in Johnson's system was also listed as a contributing factor. Johnson, a 31-year-old Marine veteran.
Right, but the dude would have been fine just being on meth. He wouldn't have died. He died because he couldn't breathe because somebody was sitting on them.
Who battled mental illness was in jail after being arrested in Saginaw for behaving erratically with a knife at an intersection.
There was no need to continue to use that type of force.
In May, Sheriff Bill Wayburn announced he fired Officer Moreno and Lieutenant Garcia, but they were later reinstated and put on leave because civil service rules were not followed. Their status at the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department has not changed.
Can't breathe. You hear him saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Those words alone should have been enough for them to say, we need to get off this guy.
Texas Rangers are investigating.
But police don't care. I mean, police will laugh at people dying. They don't care if people die whatsoever. That's why when people shout that they can't breathe or they need help, cops do nothing.
The overall incident. It says a grand jury was presented the case and looked at the totality of the circumstances and decided not to indict anyone else involved. Since 2017, 63 inmates have died while in custody at Tarrant County Jail, a number above.
63 people have died since 2017. That's a lot of people. That's definitely a lot of people for just like a 5 year period, 5 or 6 year period. Uh, when a jail has that many people dying, they definitely need to be investigated for why people are being murdered.
The national average, according to Democrat Congressman Mark Veazey, who represents parts of Tarrant County. The head of the jail, Chief Charles Eckert, retired last month amid the controversy.
It's been a month since my brother's death. A month, and we still have no answers.
Johnson's family has been protesting for accountability.
They're hoping that this case